Welcome to the Queen's Table Podcast. I'm your host, Marissa J, and today I bet you thought I wasn't coming back. Joke's on you. I'm on top of shit. We'll see how long that lasts. So listen, there's a lot of shit going on. A whole lot of shit going on. Barbara Walters done left us. Gangsta Boo done left us. And that whole thing is like just a random ass just sitting on the porch and just gone. I don't know. It does a lot. There's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of shit going on. It's a whole lot of shit going on. Okay? So let's not talk about any of it. Let's not talk about any of that stuff. Listen, with the news being on as much as it is, and everywhere that it is, it can get really depressing really quickly, okay? And we got to be able to take care of ourselves, right? So let's not talk about that at all. Let's talk about, I don't know what we're going to talk about. I have no idea what we're talking about today. I just hit record and we just go see what pops out. Oh, okay, so here's an update. I had to go to the dentist, and I don't know if y'all could tell or not, I was really struggling. I was really struggling talking, and I still am. I'm still struggling a little bit. I have my second follow-up appointment is this morning. Not Thursday morning. I'm publishing this on Thursday, but today when I'm recording it, it's this morning, later on, and they have to do some stuff, and then I have to go back one more time, for this major work that I just had done for like the last little bit of it. And then I'm probably not going to do anything else for another 6 months. I can't speak correctly with like all of the shit that's going on. My teeth look beautiful. My teeth look gorgeous. I mean, let me stop and say that they did an amazing job. Amazing job. And I had a lot of work to get done. So, this place, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. However, this shit is expensive as fuck. I've spent a small fortune on my mouth, and I don't appreciate that. My pockets don't really appreciate it. But you know what? My health is going to thank them for it, because honestly, when you don't take care of your teeth, and it's not like I haven't been taking care of my teeth. Listen, what they don't tell you when you're real young is this: when you have a whole bunch of kids back to back to back, okay, it takes certain nutrients from you, and certain things get real brittle, and certain things get real fucked up. And so, and that's not just with teeth, that's with a lot of different things. So it happens in pregnancy because your body has to give the baby all of the nutrients. Well, you got to understand, like my oldest two, they are 2.5, 3 years apart. They're 3 years apart. The time frame between him and the second one, or the third child, is 2 years. And between him and the last one is a year and a day. So I was just pregnant for a really long time, just back to back to back, like very little recovery time. My body barely had the time to recover for itself, let alone have enough time to recover to be able to carry another child. So a lot of shit got fucked up. I got a lot of health problems. Guys. A lot of shit going on. So, and I'm trying my best to take care of what I can as I go along. Your oral health is really important. I don't have dental insurance. I paid for all of this shit out of pocket. Yeah. Yeah, so this was real. That was a little bit personal. I was a little bit personal. It not that I've never had dental insurance. It's just it's always been connected with a job, and right now, I'm taking my time um, to be able to recover from the loss of my dad and be able to navigate life living with PTSD and just trying to do that. I've been focusing a lot on that. I have health insurance, absolutely, but dental insurance, that's another story. Dealing with having to, all of the stuff that I've been dealing with since being diagnosed. And then, you guys know, shortly after that, my dad passed away. So, and we had no clue. We had absolutely no idea that it was going to happen. It just happened. So dealing with all of that stuff, like a lot of things got put on the back burner. I have been trying to keep up with my health, especially since, I've lost a ton of weight and in a very short amount of time, and it's just I'm trying to make sure that I maintain and not get any sicker, I guess. It's not really like I'm sick. I hope I'm not worrying anybody. Again, I don't have a script or anything. I'm just talking. But it's not like I'm sick or anything like that, but I'm not very healthy. And I'm just trying to get to that point. So my dental insurance has always been connected with like a regular 9 to 5. I'm doing a lot of freelance work. So it's just kind of like I don't have that anymore. And that sucks, but I'm still able to get it done. And I keep saying this and then trailing off saying something else, but oral health is really, really important because if you don't take care of what's in your mouth is like the gateway to everything in your body, like your internal organs. So, I mean, like, I guess you do have other gateways, your ear, your nose, your butt, vagina, your pee hole if you're a dude. I don't know. But like the mouth is the main entryway to like all of your shit on the inside. So you've got to be able to take care of that. And if you don't, then a lot of shit can get fucked up, including having heart problems. I know that certain heart diseases run in my family. I got to be able to take care of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either spend a small fortune getting all of this shit taken care of, or possibly dying in the next year or two because I've got all of these fucking problems. Dental should be covered under health insurance. It really should be. With as much as we know about how oral hygiene affects the rest of your body, it really should be covered. But I don't know, that's a topic for another day. Can we even talk about that? Like, the thing about it is we know that it should be done. We know all of the things that should be done, but I don't think it's ever going to get done. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, going back to it, like what we were talking about. Yeah, so in about 6 months, I'll go back, and that'll probably be when I end this season. This season is going to be long as shit. This season is going to be long as shit. Because there's still a lot that I wanted to do that I hadn't been able to do before moving on to the next thing. We're still talking about being realistic in our expectations, and I don't think that I've hit that nail as hard as I could. So we gonna still be talking about being realistic in our expectations. Yes, ma'am. We're not gonna stop talking about it. Anyhow, but I'm being realistic. I know that I need to relearn how to speak correctly. I can I can say my German words so much easier right now. Like, Speisekarte has never been easier to say. but, but, uh, and I don't know if you guys can pick this up or not, because very rarely do I go back and re-listen to my episodes. So I might go back and re-listen to this one. But I don't know. I mean, it's just I have to. I'm not comfortable with the way that I sound in person. So before I even think about getting the rest of the work done, like I need to figure this the fuck out. So yeah, it's gonna be a journey. It's gonna be a bit of a journey. Um, let's see. What's another update? Oh, no, no. I don't want to say that just yet. I don't want to say that just yet. What else can we talk about? I don't know, girl. It's been really rough. It's been the weather has been crazy over here. Y'all know I'm still in Middle Tennessee, and the weather has been insane. It's been raining and like between 60 and 75 degrees, like for the last 2 weeks, and it's going to keep on being that way. Actually, no, I think it's supposed to drop down to the high 50s uh over the weekend and going into next week, but it feels like spring. This is what global warming is, guys. This is global warming, and right now it feels great. It feels wonderful. It feels amazing. But but here in about 10, 15 years, it's not going to be so great, especially in the summertime. Especially in the summertime. I have been saying all fall, yeah, like the whole, ever since August, September, I've been saying we're going to have the worst winter ever. We're going to have the worst winter ever. This is going to be the worst winter ever. I don't know. We in January right now, and usually about around this time we get like dumped with snow. And just continuously being dumped with snow. I don't really see that happening. I don't really see that happening. And our summers just keep getting worse and worse. So I don't know. My AC went out this past summer. I don't know if I mentioned that on the podcast or not. I don't think I did. I don't know if I was even back at that point. But yeah, my AC went out in the summertime. And luckily it wasn't so very bad when it went out. I think I went like 2 weeks without one. The guy that I was seeing was supposed to have been picking one up from for my landlord, but that was a whole situation. But anyways, yeah, it was like 2 weeks. But luckily, I think the hottest that it got was like 85 maybe. And of course I had picked up one of those like plug-a-mans, but the one that I had was like the very expensive plug-a-mans that cools everything down, the little plug-in AC unit. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but my mom had one, and so I just went to the store and just picked up what she had. So I don't really know exactly what it's called, but it's one of those that you cut it on and it can keep your place cool, but you have to like drain the tank every once in a while. Like twice a day I was draining that tank. It was getting that hot. But yeah. So I don't really know. The weather is doing some real crazy ass shit. They keep talking about a cold front coming in, and they keep talking about how we're going to get all this snow. We did get a little bit of snow. We got a little bit of snow. It snowed. Most of it didn't stick. And the bits that did stick, it only stuck for about a day or so. So we're not really, I don't know. I guess this is global warming. I'm just happy to be talking. I'm just happy to be talking and not in any pain. Like, I know the last episode was super long and it sounded like, like, oh, she said that she did a whole hour long episode. She fine. No, that was broken up over several days. Several days. So, yeah. But I'm just happy to be talking right now and not have to be on like 5 different ibuprofens and Advils. I don't like taking, they prescribed me that I don't know what that stuff is called, but I know it's not something that you can take and be productive on it. I know that. So I've been alternating between Tylenol and ibuprofen. Wait, is it Tylenol and ibuprofen or Advil and ibuprofen? I've been alternating between 2 of them whenever I was in like excruciating pain. And it didn't help. It didn't touch it at all. Like, I just kept thinking, I was like, I really hope that this helps. And it really wasn't helping. It wasn't putting a dent in it. And I probably did need those. Hindsight, I probably did need those pills, but I don't like taking pills. I don't like swallowing pills. That shit is, it hits the back of your the little dangly thing, as Cardi B would say, the little dangly thing that's swinging the back of your throat. When something hits that on me, immediately it's my gag reflex is it's huge. I don't like swallowing pills. That's I can't do that. I can't do that. So, and you're probably thinking, well, you did the Advil and the Tylenol. Well, here's the thing. I know that Advil and Tylenol and ibuprofen and all of them, those over-the-counters, I know I would be able to get up and run if the house was on fire. You know what I'm saying? I would know to get up and run if somebody was trying to rob me or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that go on in the back of my head. Like, what if you take this and you need to be alert? But too bad, because you took the shit. That's the kind of stuff that scares me. So I don't know. This is a real boring ass episode, y'all. I don't blame you if you just cut this off. I really don't feel as though I'm going to talk about anything anything that I can talk about. I'll tell you this much. I've been having a lot of really good conversations lately, and with those conversations, we're talking about a lot. I'm talking to these people a lot about a lot of different things, certain things that we've mentioned on the podcast, certain things that I mentioned on the podcast, and certain things that I do not mention on the podcast. Y'all know whenever I get to talking and talking about something kind of controversial, y'all know if there's no script. Who the Give me a second. See, that's why I don't like phone calls, y'all. I don't like phone calls. I'm not a phone call person. You gotta text me, because you never know if I'm doing something. I don't have a schedule. I don't have a schedule, you guys. I just be doing shit. If I feel like taking my phone out and start recording, then that's what I'm gonna do. Don't call. No, this I'll tell you this much. That's actually a person that I've been having some really good conversations with. I did not give him my my real people phone number. I gave him my my iPhone contact, or my Apple contact, and yeah, I don't do that for everybody now. Don't everybody got my Can't everybody just find me on the Find Me peoples? Anyways, I don't know what the hell we was talking. Oh, y'all know how I be getting flagrant as shit. I'll be saying some wild ass shit, and I'll have to stop myself, and I'll say, let me stop myself before I say something out of pocket. Y'all know I do that. Okay? Well, that's because Like a lot of people listen to this, and I'm not trying to, I know that I can be pretty abrasive when it comes to certain topics, and I'm okay with a certain extent of that, but I'm not okay with offending people. So I always pull it back when it starts to sound a little going off the rails, because my aim is never to offend anybody. You know what I'm saying? So like, but with certain people I can express deeper views, and with certain people, there's just certain things that I can say that I can't really say to you guys. I love you so much. I really do. I really, really do. But yeah, I can get more flagrant than what I be getting on here. I can get way more flagrant than what I can be getting on here. But again, my aim is never to offend. And sometimes I just don't know how to articulate an idea without being offensive, without sounding offensive. I have to really be able to curate what it is that I want to be able to say before saying it, because words are powerful and words can hurt people, and I don't want to do that. So I just don't talk about it publicly, because it's just not. It's just not something that I want to talk about publicly, like, to be honest with you. So, but in personal conversations, yeah, I'll get a little bit deeper, and I'll say some shit. I'll be saying, I talks my shit, y'all. I talks my shit. So, anyways, I've been having a lot of really good conversations, and I'm thinking about because there are certain topics that are really sensitive that I do want to talk about, but also at the same time, it's like, are they ready for it yet? So, I don't know. We might actually have some episodes over on my YouTube channel. We might. Like when I want to be able to show you something, to put together something visually, or if I happen to have somebody on the show, I want you to be able to see it. So we might do that this year. We might. Don't get excited, girl. I said we might do it. I tried the whole Spotify thing. Ain't nobody told me that they could see me on the Spotify episode. It was a visual one. You could see it on the Spotify's, and nobody confirmed that they could see it. So no. So like, don't get excited, because I might not do this shit. But anyways, ooh, child. Okay. My dentist appointment is in 1 hour. I need to hop in the shower, and I need to get some stuff going. And yeah. But other than that, y'all have a wonderful day. Drink water. If you haven't made a dentist appointment in a while, go ahead and do that. Schedule you up a dentist appointment. Schedule you up a doctor's appointment. Make sure all your bits and pieces is working right. Okay? Make sure all your bits and pieces is working okay. Get on Psychology Today. That, I promise you, ain't nobody from Psychology Today paying me or nothing. I just really like Psychology Today. But I know I be talking about them a lot. I be talking. Should I try to partner? No. I don't want to do that. I don't want to partner with people because you just never know. You know what I mean? I don't want to partner with people because, like, I feel as though y'all, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but I used to be in sales, and I was really good at sales, very good at sales. And I came across this might be another, like a story time for another day, but my boss wanted me to do something very ugly to a business who had just lost somebody. And at this point, no, my dad hadn't died. This was years ago. But it did not sit well with me, and it just made me feel so gross, because it's like, if it's something, if this, first of all, I'm not going to try and sell you a product that I don't believe in. So this was something that a company that I knew that I liked and that I trusted, and I'm like, hell yeah, it would be easy to sell this stuff, because this is stuff that everybody need, you know? But and it's not like I wasn't selling to individual people, I was selling to businesses. But they wanted me to do something very, very gross, and I wasn't with it. And so that's why I got out of sales, and why I won't go back, because it makes me feel like okay, if the product is really worth it, I shouldn't have to be disgusting to get a sale. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want it, they don't want it. And it wasn't that that they didn't want it. Okay, I'll go ahead and tell you what happened. I went, it was my first day on the job by myself, and I went to this business, and I talked to the lady there about the stuff that I was selling. She was like, oh my God, we really do need this, but here's the thing, I'm just a cashier. I was like, oh, okay, well, where's the manager, the owner? Store owner had just died, like the day before. So I was like, oh, okay, well, check it out. I'm going to come back later. I'm going to give y'all some time. I'm going to come back later and we'll talk about it. So a few weeks had passed by. I went back to the same store. I was not being very perceptive of my surroundings, okay? I walked through the store. I saw the same lady. We smile at each other, but her smile looks a little bit more like, ooh. And I'm like, what is going on? And then before she even says anything, I stop and I look around, and there are memorial flyers and posters to this woman everywhere. It was her memorial that day. The lady was only there to close up the shop. So she was like, you just don't have good timing, do you? I was like, I guess I don't. We had a little kiki about it, but you know, like the new owner was now the daughter, and she was having a very hard time when she lost her mama. So I was like, okay, so check it out. Here's my card. You have her call me. Um, I want to follow up with you guys, but just have her call me. So I go back out to my car, and I called my boss, and I told her what had happened. She was like, what are you doing? Go back in there and sell. They're grieving right now. They don't know. You need to get in front of the daughter. I was like, what the fuck? Whoa. Whoa. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I signed up for. I did not sign up to sell to grieving people because they're not in their right state of mind and they'll buy whatever. So that's why I don't have a lot of advertisers. Y'all know I used to have sponsors like in the older episodes. And that's after you guys had helped me reach to that point. Yay, you guys. But like I don't do those anymore. I don't do those anymore because some of the products I just like Audible. Okay, Audible is great. Audible is wonderful. I haven't used Audible in I don't know how long. I don't have time. I don't have time to listen to an audiobook. If I had time to listen to an audiobook, I would just sit down and read a regular book. And I'm a much bigger fan of regular schmegular old school books, hardcore books, like real life books, than I am reading on something digital or listening to somebody. Now, if it's like where I have a whole lot of time and, like there's nothing else on YouTube, or if it's a book that I really, really, really want to sit down and watch, but I also really, really, really want to crochet this scarf or this blanket or whatever, then yeah, okay, absolutely. But those times are very few and far between. That's why I stopped the Audible. And there's really not too awful much of anything that I believe in other than Most Scrubs products. I will always and forever promote Most Scrubs by Toya because I believe in those products. I don't use anything else. If she doesn't make it, then I'll buy it somewhere else. But if she makes it, I don't get it anywhere else. I don't need anything else. So I have a whole video on me washing my locks with her shampoo bar. It's the last video that's up on YouTube right now. So, I mean, it's just kind of like, I'm not going to try to sell anybody anything if I don't really believe in it. So, that's why I don't do advertisers anymore and sponsorships and stuff. And that's why I probably won't, like, ever. My YouTube channel, that's not ever going to be monetized. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now. I'm not looking for monetization. I don't want monetization on YouTube. I know I could get it, and that would be really cool, whatever, but like, that's not what I'm trying to do. Once you get monetized on YouTube, and this is another thing, some of you guys, you know what? We might do a whole episode. You know what? We might do a little bonus episode. I might revisit the whole starting a podcast thing, because a couple of people have reached out to me about starting a podcast. And here's the thing. Y'all keep wanting me to sum it up in 5 minutes or less. It's not, that ain't that. If you think that podcasting can be summed up in 5 minutes or less, then podcasting is not for you. If you don't have the attention span to sit down and listen to a podcast yourself, then that's not for you. It's not for you. Everybody keeps thinking that they can do it. And you can. You absolutely can do it. Everybody can do it. But you have to be able and willing to sit down and learn from people who know more than you. Just because you watch a couple of YouTube videos don't mean that you know everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, I might revisit that. I might revisit because there's been several people, well, I don't have time to talk about such and such, such and such. I know I want to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, well, see, that's why I want to talk to you, because X, Y, and Z is the very last thing that you should be doing. You don't need to be worrying about that. First of all, you don't need to be worried about that. Second of all, it's not, you sitting up here talking about sponsorships and shit, and you hadn't even thought of what your niche is. And you talking about sponsorships? Okay. Be realistic in your expectations, sweetheart. You have to be realistic about your expectations. I don't have a particular niche because I'm not doing this to make money. Joke's on you. I'm not doing this shit to make money. I'm doing it because I can. I'm doing it because I have to. I'm doing it because I want to. I'm doing it because I need to. I love talking. It's my favorite thing to do. Ask any of my elementary school teachers. It is my favorite thing to do. I don't do this for the money. I guess that's what might make me dangerous in the future. I'm not doing this for the money. I like money, and I get money other ways, like through freelance work and stuff. But this is my passion. I ain't finna turn this into a job. This ain't no job for me. No, this is my passion. Talking. Anyway. Oh, I do have to have, okay, yeah, it's getting close to time for me to head to the dentist's office, but anyhow, yeah, be realistic in your expectations this year. This year, this month, this week, this day, this hour, this minute, this second. Be realistic about your expectations, okay? Let's be realistic. I was realistic in the fact, in knowing that, this shit with going on at the dentist's office, that this wasn't going to be a 1-2 punch. That this is going to be probably a year's worth of work that I'm having to do here. That I'm having to get done. It is what it is. Anyway, I'll catch up with y'all in a couple of days with a little bonus episode. It's going to be long. It's going to be a long bonus episode. Probably longer than this. I don't really know. But we're going to come up with a bonus episode here in a couple of days about getting your podcast started. All right? That's it for me, y'all. Bye.